who the fuck is Ariel Helwani to question anything that we do?
Like Ariel Helwani in particular, like he loves earning money off fighters. Yeah. Like, and now he's just a biased content creator. Yeah. You know what I mean? 100%. And he hates on you, hates on the UFC, even hates on me now. Yeah. And it proper annoys me because he uses fighters for clicks, uses fighters to make money. Have the audacity to talk about the UFC and yourself, saying that they don't pay the fighters enough. Start paying people for these interviews, what you make thousands and thousands and thousands of pounds on, and you're doing it for exposure. No, you're not. You're doing it to put money in your pocket, Ariel, you little rodent.
Woo! I just sat back and let that go. I didn't want to interrupt. He's a massive sack of He's the biggest piece of all time, and I couldn't have said it better.
He wanted, like, when I was in New York for the MSG card last year, he wanted me to do an interview with him, and I had a paid interview that day, and he wanted me to really let go of that paid interview to do an interview with him.
Right.
For BT Sport, what he's getting paid for. And he said, oh no, that's me journalist integrity. You're not a journalist no more.
Far from it.
You're a content creator, Ariel. You're not a journalist. Stop lying. You're very biased in what you do and what you say.
So true.
He was talking about me saying that I can't believe fighters and managers have got the audacity to ask me for money. Why wouldn't we? You're a content creator.
Wait, who the f*** are you? Who the f*** are you? This dude's ego is so massive, and he thinks he's whatever. You know what the great thing is about him? He's completely disappeared. So since ESPN let him go, I don't even see, nothing even pops up. I hear nothing about him. I see nothing about him. I literally don't even know that guy exists unless somebody brings him up to me. So yeah, it's a beautiful thing, and you're exactly right. He's a piece of.
Yeah, he is. He's a maggot. And he acts like he's fighters' friends.
Oh, yeah. He's one of the slimiest, scummiest motherfuckers that you will ever come across.
Yeah. I can't wait for this to get clipped out and go onto Instagram, you know. I can't wait.
He's a slimy, scummy little motherfucker.
Little piece of shit.
He really is.
Lads.
He really is.
I made up, I brought that up.
It's the best podcast I've ever been on.
Oh my God, he gets like 6 figures a year.
I got stories for days about that piece of shit.
He tries to talk about the UFC, saying, "Oh, they should pay the fighters more, this and that." No, we get paid what we're worth.
Yep,
I get paid a nice wage. I can't complain. Yep. I go and buy watches.
If you look at all the followers that I have on social media, with the exception of It Friday and maybe a couple of other personal things that I do, my whole social media is dedicated to the fighters, promoting the fights and the upcoming guys and what they're doing. I mean, that's what my whole social media is dedicated to. We take two guys off, two different fights off the card that people might not know about, and I let you know why this is going to be a fucking great fight and why it's important you see this fight too. So for a lot of these guys that say, we don't pay, we don't, we don't promote guys, we don't do this, we don't do that, it's just stuff that I don't even waste my time arguing with these scumbags about. I know who I am. I know what we do as a business, and I know what we do for people. And I don't need to talk to the media about it. Every fighter that's under contract, if you want to tell the media what you're paid and how much money you make, that's up to you. All 800 fighters under contract in here, and ask them what they get paid and how much money they make, but none of them ever do. You have the freedom and the right to go tell everybody what you make if you want to. Tell people they can't talk about the money.
Yeah, but as you said, like even sponsorships, I had one fight in the UFC, and got £1 million sponsorship off Barstool Sports.
Yep.
That doesn't happen with any other MMA organisation. Right. That's what I like to tell people. You know what I mean? Do you think I go and fight on PFL or Bellator or any of them and I get £1 million sponsorship?
No.
Come on, use your head. People have got a brain out there, but some of them don't use it.
And you never hear me come out and say, well, I don't give a I don't give a If you don't like what we're paying and you think we don't pay guys enough, start your own organization, pay them whatever you want. PFL's paying good money. And I don't want to on the PFL because I actually like the guy. The guy who runs it, who owns PFL, solid guy, solid businessman, paying people good money to fight in this thing. I don't want to say anything bad. I don't want to sound like I'm coming off negative toward him because I'm not. You just don't get the same pop.
No.